What's going on, guys? Killer6 back with another episode of This Gun F***ing Sucks, and this time we're taking a look at the absolutely horrid CROSSROAD. Now, this gun used to be absolutely amazing back when this game first came out. This was one of those guns that a lot of people were using, and a lot of people were calling it basically like the conference call of Borderlands 3, you know, in that it was very good and it would shred enemies. So what went wrong? Let's talk about that. What went wrong with this gun? So in October of 2019, they actually nerfed this gun to have less projectiles. Instead of having 4 projectiles, they dropped it down to 3 projectiles, and they reduced the accuracy. See how like your bullets are kind of all over the place here? It used to be a much tighter packing for your projectiles, and now they're kind of just flying all over the place. I think probably the reasoning for the change was just the fact that, you know, so many people were using this thing, and early on it seemed like they were trying to balance things based on the fact that people were just abusing certain aspects of weapons rather than what can we do to make this weapon more balanced. And unfortunately, they kind of ruined the balance of some of these things, and the CROSSROAD is one of those that is very, very much been ruined by that nerf. And I would love to see that nerf undone. Just remove that accuracy reduction and give it back its 4 projectiles instead of 3, and this gun could be a fun gun to use again. However, in its current state, we are spending a lot of ammo to try and kill some very basic enemies, and it's not going well. We are not using a revolter, so any damage that you see me doing is just between Amara, spiritual driver class mod, and, you know, being able to phase grasp enemies and do pretty good damage. Also, the anointment on this one is a phase grasp active 150% damage, so we are getting 150% extra damage when we have something grasped. He almost knocked me off the cliff there. He nearly got me. So yeah, unfortunately, this gun has been really bad for quite some time, and I just don't think that we're actually going to see anything done to it this late in the game. That said, I would love for it to actually get fixed. You don't get this gun from its dedicated source until you get to Splinterlands in the story. You get this from Big Donnie as a dedicated drop. You can get this as a world drop, so keep that in mind. If you get it as a world drop, 9 times out of 10, most people are probably just leaving it on the ground just because of how unfun it is to use, really. For every one of these shots, I do have to manually pull the trigger as well. So it is burst fire, really bad accuracy because of the reduction in that. And it's absolutely just, it was such a fun gun, and then it just got absolutely destroyed by the nerf. And you know, I feel like this is one of those cases where when people complain about nerfs, I'm like, yeah, this one's a legitimate complaint one right here, because sometimes there's nerfs in the game where I'm like, yeah, you know what, they toned this back a little bit, but it's not that bad. Like, you look at the ion cannon, for example. The ion cannon's one where they nerfed it, but did they? You know what I mean? Same thing with the flacker. It got nerfed, but then they brought it back up. So hopefully we can see something happen like that with this gun, because right now it sucks. So like I said, to get this gun, you can go to the Splinterlands, kill Big Donnie. He's the guy that you get the golden car from during the story. One quick thing to note though is they did attempt to buff this gun. What you're seeing now is better than what it was in May of 2021, when they actually had to buff this thing by 50% weapon damage just to make it where it's at now, which is still just not quite good enough. This thing has been buffed once. It definitely doesn't feel like it. It definitely doesn't feel like it. But like I said, hopefully they give this thing some TLC soon, because right now it's pretty bad. Let me know down in the comment section below what gun you'd like to see next on this series. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button, hit subscribe, tap the bell icon for more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Y'all have a great day.